actually just randomly in a hotel lobby met the two women that have made Making of a Murderer, and I was really glad to meet them because the first round of that show was incredibly powerful, and if nothing else, I mean, the one thing that is beyond any skepticism or doubt is the young kid Brendan, and when they show the footage of his confession, this coerced false confession, that is textbook. And you're seeing a young man, similar, very similar situation as Jesse, that does not have, he's not as elevated as elevated as of an IQ as you normally would at that age, and experience and exposure to the real world. And then this real world situation comes in, and you have grown men and adults digging into this, fragile, vulnerable human being to confess to somebody else's crime. That to me is criminal and a travesty. And here you've got it right on film. One of the attorneys who helped on the West Memphis 3 case was Stephen Braga. I believe he was the one. Yeah, Steve Braga. East Coast genius. And I believe it was his book that had 30 different stories, 30 horrific chapters of forced confessions. Fathers confessing that they killed their daughters when they didn't. People hear about a confession and they think, well, why would anybody do it? So it does happen. In fact, you said that through DNA evidence.
Yep. They've now realized, people who work on these cases every single day, like say the Southern Poverty Law Center, they say that 50% of the people who are eventually exonerated through DNA testing gave false confessions. They're estimating now that maybe as many as 1 out of every 10 people executed are innocent. So, if 1 out of every 10 planes crashed, nobody would fly anymore. Everybody would demand that something be done about it. But since, most people don't know anyone on death row, don't know anyone caught up in the system, it sort of gets swept under the rug.
And the one thing I'm not completely up on the case, but I was disappointed to read about a month ago, perhaps, that it did go to some kind of federal appeal just for Brendan's case, and it was turned down. So I believe he's still incarcerated.